I'm gonna clean this out right through here. I want a zip line going over to that other hill. What do you think?
Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tony, and this is Tony's Tractor Adventure. Tanya and I are in the process of building our cabin in the woods, and we wanted to take you on the journey of building this deck. We've learned a lot through this process. We'll take you through the designing, the pitfalls and the mistakes and the wins all together. I hope you enjoy this video. Sit back, get you a thing of popcorn and a cold drink, and enjoy. I'll leave you the full price of this deck later on in the video. I found the Deck Designer app on Lowe's to be very useful. Tanya and I are like any married couple. We struggle to agree until I come to the capitulation point. But this made it easy for both of us to visualize this. I'm not sponsored by Lowe's in any way, but I just thought that was a neat app. Just like most things in life, preparation is the key to success. And it took us a while to get all of our equipment and stuff into place. There was shopping and more shopping, pricing and more pricing. Building a deck will hurt your wallet and your feelings. At some point, you just got to pull the trigger and go with it.
Ow! I was trying to help you.
Don't. It's food. You're going to get slapped in the face.
That I don't want right now.
No, get away. Building a cabin in the woods is not for the faint of heart, but I think the reward is amazing. You got to have a partner too. Well, don't forget Tanya. The giant clay.
Well, you add that new dirt on, but under it, it's not muddy.
No, it's muddy because it's muddy. It rains. And then let this dry one more day. We're gonna have to drill the holes. Because all we're gonna be doing is just making mud pies when we drill those holes. Watching this video of installing the first board is pretty emotional for us. We put a lot of work into this, and we were coming over early in the morning because during the day the actual heat was getting up into the hundreds, true temperatures. It was just brutally hot. So early mornings, late evenings, anything it took to get it done. What a journey. We built our deck and our cabin using Fast2K post anchor. We'd like to thank Fast2K for sponsoring this video. More in just a minute. We had a forecast of 0.04 inches of rain, and we got 3/4 inch of rain. So that day, all we were able to do was to put up the joist along the cabin and then the hangers. And, you know, you just have to adapt and overcome. But by the next day, it was dry enough to start working, and every day counts. Our original plans for the deck were to have 2 rows of piers. The deck was going to be 16 foot wide, and it was going to be cantilevered on either side of the deck. And I've since rethought that. There's no reason why we can't tie into the cabin's 6x6 frame, footing. And so we built this morning. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move out a little bit further. We're going to build a set of piers 7.5 feet out, and then we're going to move out a little bit further. And we're going to move another 7.5 feet, which will give us 15 foot and 7.5 foot pier beams going down through here. And that'll leave only a 1 foot cantilever over on this side. So the original plan showed 40 pounds per square foot. And with the way I'm going to build, it's probably going to be more like, 65, 70 pounds per square foot that this will handle. And I think that's much better. That wasn't funny, was it? All right, so what we have is a 36-foot span, and we're going to come in 1 foot on each end because it's going to be the beams are going to be cantilevered over the end, so that'll make it have a little bit more cleaner look. So that leaves us 34 feet. We have 7 posts, which those 7 posts will leave 6 spaces in between. We divide that up, and that the 34 divide that up by the 6, and that'll give us like basically 5.8 inches in between the posts. I'm going to use one of these screws at every point, and what this will allow me to do is come in with a mini excavator and the auger. So this is to be the first hole. Now it's really important that these are in a straight line, so I'm using that string as my straight line. That's my starting point. So that's the first post. So 5 foot 8 inches. So we're using 4x4 that are 8 foot long, and then we'll use a laser level to get our exact measurement to cut the tops off. But this right here is just going to get us in a straight line. And this has, because it's going to have two 2x10s sandwiched together as a beam going up and down through here, it means that we're not really worried about square yet, because the square can be adjusted when we put our actual deck frame up. This makes it be very forgiving. One question stands out over and over again that I haven't addressed from the comments on our cabin build videos. And so many people ask, why are you building it so high off the ground? And like you said, I've never really addressed that. And the reason we are doing this, if you grew up in the woods, I grew up in the woods, and you know that most of the bugs they stay under about 3 foot. That's where most of the animals, the small animals are. So by building the deck and the cabin higher, like when we sit on the deck in the evenings, we're not bothered by the mosquitoes near as bad as you are if you just walk off the deck and walk down. The horse flies and deer flies start attacking you, but up on the deck, not that much problem. Yeah, it's really digging off to the side. Uh-oh. Well, there goes our digging today. So this is a fitting right here. It goes right there, and when you tilt, you fold this up under, it can fold up far enough, even with the cylinder for the thumb to be completely compressed. It comes up and hits right here. You can see that it's already hit here once, but it come up far enough that it snapped that off. One thing about, if you have equipment, you will break equipment.
Hey, what are you doing?
I am checking the oil and topping off the gas.
Okay, I guess we need that, right?
Everything's good. I went ahead and got the hoses repaired. I went ahead and had them put 45-degree angles on. This auger is a new tool for Tanya and me. We have to learn a language. If you ever worked at a work site with a bunch of people, there's each work site has its own unique language. The group of people learn to work with each other. And Tanya and I have got a lot of experience together on the farm with a tractor. However, this is a kind of oddity for us, and we had to learn how to use this auger. And she was trying to indicate what looked straight to me, but I had a different vantage point than she did, and sometimes what she thought was she could see better than me, and it didn't look right to me where I was sitting. So we had to learn to trust each other on this, and we finally worked it out. You can see here, this is probably the third hole that we've dug with this auger, and on this one we ran into a root, and it was a pretty sizable root there, more than this little auger could handle. And that's just with anything. It's not that it couldn't handle it, it just pushed it off to one side. And having this support run down through the center for the main joist, having it straight is very, very important, because that's what balances the load out. So as you can see here, I did the unthinkable and picked up the medieval torture tool and started, chopping at that root, and finally got it out. But anyway, so as you can hear, we were trying to figure out a new language.
You gotta come down straight, not as soon as you go in. As soon as it goes down, as soon as it goes down, it goes sideways. So you have to start, I guess, further back and then do your thing. So just go down, it goes like this. Yeah, like this. Now go like this angle, then go like that way.
If you're married and that doesn't make you smile, I don't know what would.
This way. Better.
I'd like to thank MechMax for being a partner to our channel as well. We've had this mini excavator for a few months now, and I've really grown to like it. MechMax offers our viewers a 5% discount on anything at the MechMax website, and that will be if you use code Tony, 5% off. And I'll leave a link in the description of this video so that you can go there and get that discount. This little mini excavator, believe it or not, comes in about $8,000 the way you see it right here, and that's delivered fully assembled. You have to do basically just check the oils and grease it and put gas in it. I've got some other videos on this if you're interested in it, but I just I'm really impressed with this machine.
There's a couple more screws up there by the door.
The goal here is to run a sister joist on top of the piers from one end of the cabin to the other, and it's really important that you get your first two posts perfectly accurate. And when I say first two posts, so post on either end, and then we'll tie a string between those first two posts and mount the other post using the string as the ultimate guide, and that makes sure that the downward pressure from the joist will be sitting in a straight, perfect line. So we use Fast 2K on our farm so much we jokingly say that we're the Fast 2K farm. We've built our pole barn, our greenhouse, our fence, our solar arrays. If it's got a post in the ground, we use Fast 2K. I've never had a failure. It's just an extremely easy product to work with. It protects the wood by encapsulating the wood and keeping water, moisture, oxygen away from the post, thereby keeping it from rotting. I personally believe that the treatment of wood nowadays is nowhere near as good as it once was. So Fast 2K does two things. It holds in the ground, in my humble opinion, better than concrete. You put it in the ground around your post, 30 minutes later, you are ready to build. So had we had a crew here, we could put all these posts in one setting and started building the deck 30 minutes later. It's just an amazing product, and I do tell you this because I believe it, not only because they're partners, because they've been a partner to our channel for, I guess, going on 6 years now. We really truly use this product and believe in it. I'll show you a little bit more how to use it later on in this video. All right, it's start of day 3. Tell me if I look straight. So we'll go ahead and set this one, measure off of that one.
This needs to be dug out.
Yeah, we'll dig it out a little bit.
There was a couple with roots in it. I think it was this one over there, and you had one with the sand.
Nah, we'll get to it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put one post at each end, measuring off of these posts, because we know this post and the far end posts are perfectly distanced from the house. And we're going to do the same thing where this one we're going to measure off here, and then we'll put a string down between the two posts once they're up, and make sure that these other line or row of posts are in a perfect line. That way when you put the joist hangers in. Having trouble there?
No, it's just
this is the knot, not a knot.
It's not a knot, it's a loop.
It's not a knot.
It's a loop that got twisted. There we go. It's not a knot.
It's not a knot, but it acts like a knot.
No, it's a loop. It's not a knot. It's a loop.
Not a knot, she says. This one here, the little auger, we run into a cedar stump down there, and I had to mess with it, but it went ahead and dug through it. We had some pretty good roots down through here as well, but we dug through all of them. You just got to be patient with it and let it grind it. From the center of this post, right there. I did a lot of research on Fast 2K and its attributes, and the fact that it is rated for structure and in the United States and in Canada. And we started using Fast 2K before they ever became partners of our channel. We just liked it, and it actually met our needs and has been just outstanding to work with. Let me tell you the things that I love about it. As I said earlier, wood treatment today is not what it used to be. Well, Fast 2K encapsulates the wood and keeps water, moisture and oxygen away from the base of the wood, and that keeps the wood from rotting. The wood that's the wood that comes out of the ground, it stays, it doesn't rot for years. The wood that's about 6 inches in the ground, it doesn't rot for years. But that first 6 inches, that's where it rots. And Fast 2K creates a barrier between the wood and the oxygen and the moisture, making the wood last a lot longer. We have been using Fast 2K for years, like I said, and I periodically check the post to see what's going on. I have no rot to this point. Also, I'd like you to think about how much work it would be for us to track back in several tons of concrete, mix it up back here in the back. You know, we don't even have water back here yet, so we would have to trek in the water, the concrete, a mixer, shovels, wheelbarrows, all that kind of stuff. With Fast 2K, we were just able to, each one of the pouches weighs about 2-3 pounds, so you can bring back enough of the Fast 2K to do this entire project on the back of your golf cart and bring all your tools. All you need for cleanup is a trash bag. It's really easy to work with. That's, I think, the key thing. It's good for saving money if you are a contractor and you need to move fast, but it's also just very DIY friendly. For an example, if you pour a little too much, it'll mushroom up, and that's okay. After about 30 minutes of curing, you take a shovel, chip off the outside of the part above the ground, and rake the dirt back up. No harm, no foul. Another question I get is it harmful to the environment? No, it's not. It's been quite a few studies done on it. They've done a lot of research on it, and once it goes through the curing process, it's inert. Again, it's very forgiving. For an example, once you pour the Fast 2K into the hole, you can move it around just a little bit. Just say, for example, you bump the post and knock it out of plumb. Well, it's not that hard. You still have some time to work with it. So what I'm going to do is, this is dead top of that board. I've got to subtract down from this mark, down another 2x10, which I think is 9 3/4. We'll measure a board. But then I'm going to add a 1/2 inch here. So from that wall to here, we will have dropped 1/2 inch down. And then out here, we'll do 1 inch drop further down. And that way, the water will always want to go that way. All right, to this, we've got to come down 2 boards, because basically you're going to have this 2x10, which is technically a 9 1/4. They're not really 2x10s anymore.
And the reason why we're doing this is why?
Okay, so we have to come down to the top of what's going to be the joist out here. Right? So we have to come down 9 1/4. Right?
Okay.
So let's come down here 9 1/4. But then we're going to have joists running from this side to that side. These joists are set on top of. So that means I got to come down another 9 1/4. So that's 18 1/2.
Because you're adding the board on top of it.
Yeah. So it's 18 1/2 I have to cut off from our reference mark here.
Okay.
So 18 1/2 I have to cut off from reference mark. Also, I want a 1/2 inch drop from there to here. So I need to add another 1/2 inch. So 19 inches down. That's on each one of these posts. You got to make a mark 19 inches down.
Okay.
I didn't do that one over there, did I?
Not the one across there yet.
Yeah.
You just go down the row first.
Yeah. Well, I just make sure I didn't lose my mind.
Not yet.
All right, so now we're going to move to this one, and this one will be 19 1/2.
Okay. Do you have not measured those yet?
Yeah. Ready?
You have not. You start only on one side first.
No, I got that.
Yeah, but I mean below. I mean.
No. We're gonna do the 19 1/2 now. I didn't want to try to go back and forth because my mind would explode. Well, this board here is curved like crazy.
You mean it has a smile?
Yeah, it's smiling. It's happy it's gonna be a deck. And tooth at one time. If we done this right, when we look down through here, they're gonna be all level. So we'll do it together. Up, 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 up. That looks good. It's all straight line, all level. That's one. Hey, we don't need no booty shots. All right, if we did this one right, this will be a 1/2 inch lower, and they'll all be level. And we're doing it together. Doing it together, doing it together. Oh yes. All level. Almost a perfect straight line. So one side says 2 times the 2x4, 2 inches, 2 by 2 times 2. The other one says 4 on the side. So you want to make sure that the skinnier side is facing up and the thicker thigh side is facing down.
Woohoo!
So far the Lowe's pickup experience, we're not sponsored by Lowe's or anything, but we ordered all this, went and picked it all up, and so far everything has been perfect.
Isn't this pretty? I love this view right here with the sunlight coming through. I just love it. I got this end. Yeah, you're scaring me. You're going to hurt yourself.
Alright, I got to guide it in. I'll go over on the side like that. Get it?
It's hung on in the middle. I'm going to hold those because I'm a feeling that you're going to drop these. Here. You're going to drop them.
Possibly.
Oh, I know you would. I'll pick them up. You love nailing, don't you?
My granddaddy got me a little bitty hammer. It was actually kind of like a upholstery hammer, but it looked just like a regular claw hammer for my Christmas one year. And I thought it would be a great idea to nail a nail through a board while being on my mom's hardwood floors. I was 7, 8 years old. Yeah, was not a good day for me.
Sorry, Guinea.
We'll see y'all tomorrow morning. All right, we are on day 4, actually about 3.5 because they had a breakdown, couldn't do some stuff. We got this far yesterday where we put this beam up. This is our first trial run, and man, that's a lot of nails. That's a lot of nails. Well, we're getting everything cranked up. It's just before 7 o'clock in the morning. The heat here has been absolutely unbearable. So we've got a little window air conditioner in the cabin. Got the cabin closed up so we can have a little rest. Let's see here. Oh, turn this on. Been running our little generator. Tanya's cleaning up. We're making a lot of trash. I know that. We've got trash everywhere.
What are you doing that for?
Adjusting how deep it shoots the nail.
You're going to use a lot of screws.
I don't know if that's any faster or not.
Well, it's not as hard on your hand, though.
No. I need to pull these two together. Here.
When you got a clam with you somewhere? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Just throw one in the. Look how wet it's coming out there. It's just dripping out. Ugh. Screw that one out, babe. Oh.
You know, see that trick?
Yeah, I see what you did.
See? If you're out of line, you put a screw on one side and you pull them together like that.
Do you want me to hold it now? It's fine.
Yeah, leverage. I just want it to sink just a tiny bit.
So this wet stuff right here, it feels like snot. It is so disgusting.
Snotty, snot, snot.
It's so gross.
Okay, we've got our two piers set up now. These are all completely done. And we're going to now start bringing joist in and putting joist on that end and just setting them up. But the first one I'll do is get this one on the far end set up and then get it, try to get it square, get it started out. And we'll probably put 2 or 3 joists down the middle. I don't know yet. We'll figure this out. We're going to make this up as we go. It's not like we do this every day. This is one of the reasons I say the TYM T474 is such a great homestead tractor. It can lift a 1 ton, over 1 ton to full height, but it's still short and stocky, and narrowish, good enough to get into here. It's unbelievable how much work that just saved us. Those are 16-foot long 2x10 treated wet. You don't know how satisfying this was to bring the first floor joist over. It was heavy, but it was satisfying. I'll say Tanya was the trooper here. She was the one who was really pushing us. We got to get this done. We got to get this done. All right, so what I think the easiest thing to do to make this square.
You gotta get the other one first straightened out.
Let's break this down into 3 squares. So if you're trying to make it square from this end to this end, it's gonna be very difficult because it's so long.
Yeah.
Right? But if we do, say, we build this deck right here, the frame out, and then we square it from that corner to here, so vice versa, we square it this way, it's going to be a lot better. A lot easier to make 3 squares.
I still say eyeball it.
Well, I appreciate your point of view. That's one when somebody leaves a bad comment on our YouTube channel. I always say, I appreciate your point of view. Right? Get out of the way, it's going to fall downhill. So I'm going to go, just looking at the side corner of the house, I'm just going to do it like this.
Why don't you use the board as a line?
That board's about as crooked as a dog time.
No, line up the board right so you kind of have better eyeballing.
It's crooked bad. And it still won't change anything. Alright, so this will be our mark here.
Make it as a big ruler.
Okay. I will take, now, I need you to hold the mark right here. Hold the rule. And I'm going to get the exact distance. All right, right there is board's 1.5 inches. Another 1.5 inch board. So this is, I'm going to go 3/4 inches, which will be center for the board. Now I'll measure over from this. You'll hold that right there. I'll go over 16 inch right there. All right, next one. Tiny bit. So it is looking good. Let me get you down here. I mean, that is pretty daggum level. It's not perfect by any means, and I see one board that we're going to have to trim over on the far end. That's okay. You know, everybody makes mistakes. We might even be able to unscrew it and lower it. All right, this is where we got to this morning. We ran out of boards, so we need enough boards. We need 2 more boards for here, and then we got to have the end boards. And also, we had a couple of boards that were that were like cracked or too weak, and yeah. But in many places, to pass code, you have to do it. And you have to put the screws or the nails. Most of them use nails, and we're using the wrong screws, but it's fine. But you have to put all 5 in each one, or you won't pass your section. Reality is here, we could just toenail this and move on and be perfectly legal. Maybe we should do these one at a time. As we go,
That might be smarter.
I think we're gonna have to do that. You may have to do this. I'm not sure.
I'm not doing that. I'm not crawling under there.
See that board right there? It's literally split in two.
Okay, come on, let's keep going because...
Can't. I just realized something. I got 2 nails right here.
Storm is getting closer to us here. Really close lightning.
I think that means it's time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go.
All right, we're getting ready to get a hurricane, it looks like. I feel pretty good about where we're at. We're going to call this a night. We got all the joists in. All the joist hangers are in. All the hurricane straps on Pier 1 and Pier 2 are in. And what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to come out here and start laying deck boards out. And I'll show you a secret I learned on YouTube. It makes a lot of sense. As the deck goes out, then we're going to put our cross braces in so we don't have to do it from the underside, like walking in between each one. So we're going to come out with a deck about 6 or 8 boards so we have something to walk on. And then we'll put cross braces back and forth. But the secret is you keep putting the deck boards out until you get to the very last full deck board. And then if you don't have room for another deck board, that's where you cut the end of the deck off. And then it'll look good. It'll be full deck boards from full, from one end to another. You can't measure that. There's no way to measure it because the simple fact is the boards are not the same. All right, it's starting to rain, gotta go.
Go around it so I can go in there. Come on, look closer.
I gotta get the trailer ready.
I know.
You're gonna go put the golf cart up.
I know.
All right, we're back out here again. The other day it rained 3/4 of an inch. It still looks a little bit wet, but I think it's much more doable, right? There's still a couple of places that are damp, but we can definitely work with this. I think it might have been better because I'm looking down through the deck right here. It's been 2 days ago we've been out here, and it looks like all of the joists have had time for gravity to take hold. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but looking down through there, it just looks flatter than it did before. Could be just my head.
Ouch, that will hurt a lot bigger. Why couldn't you do it with a tractor?
Because these are under it. We need the boards under it. Hang on.
Climbing.
Yep.
What it's called Ninja Warrior climb.
The ninja walk. So what we'll do is we'll take and build, put out like boards out to here.
Okay, well, where are you going to start putting the middle pieces in?
Right here.
Are we going to take the chalk line and line it?
It's not exact size. It's just, you actually kind of want to stagger them down through there.
Okay.
So what it does is it keeps, right now if the load's on here, these boards can can warp like this, tilt left and right, and once they tilt, they become weak. So you put that board in between them.
It keeps them from not doing
It
that.
makes it kind of like an I-beam.
Okay.
So it really keeps your deck from bouncing. And so we'll do one here, and then we'll probably, I'm still debating on whether to do one on under this. I don't know that it's really necessary. It's probably not. But I think, we're gonna do one on this span and one on that span.
So if you have not known, why'd I put those boards in between? Now you know.
Right. When that board pushes down, sometimes if the board has any pull, pull to the left or right, it can actually roll. And once it rolls like this, once it turns like this, it loses its strength.
I knew they did it for support wise, but I didn't know exactly why.
If you have a deck that's bouncy, you can probably come up under there and put these cross braces, and it'll be a lot better.
Happy to be back. Yes, you are, aren't you? You'd be happy to be back.
Here you go, babe. This is the first board on our deck right here. Let's put it somewhere else. This is not a great place. I thought I was doing something good. Right here, but
why don't you just move the fan and then situate your tractor differently?
well, even then, it's not going to work because I need to go this way.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll let you do all the work and I just watch you. Okay.
Yep, sounds good.
Try them, or you just gonna lay them on there?
I got to see how they fall. We were really accurate. So what I think I'm going to be doing is, I don't want to do the same board pattern all the way down. I want to put one batter, cut.
Kind of like we did our Florida house.
Stagger the.
But you're wasting a lot of wood.
No, because you're going to cut that end off down there, and then bring that.
It's gonna stay here.
You're going to cut that end off down there, and then bring that piece and start here. So you're not wasting any wood, or you're going to waste not a ton of wood. But what I'm going to do is put a bunch of these up there where I can walk on it. And then start working it. But I need a way to stand up there. I'm going to start right here. And what I've got done.
Hey, I'm standing on the deck.
We are standing on the deck, first time. She's out here doing the little jiggly dance behind the camera. All right, come here. So
stay. You're not coming now, you stay.
I'm coming on that deck. All right, right here is where we're going to start. I'm going to pop a line on that end. We get through with all the decking boards and cut that end off nice and clean. And then
make it halfway.
Right here. This is halfway. So what I'm gonna do? I guess I should turn it on first.
Might work better.
Now I'm going to set this where it don't. I had it set for 1 through 2 2x6s. So I'm going to set this back. We can always nail it in further with a hammer, but if it sinks through. Yep, needs a little bit more further in. That's pretty good.
You gonna do every board?
Yeah, every one's gonna get done. But what I'm gonna do, you see here, this board's got a little curve. So I'm gonna go down to this end and push it in, and nail down there, and then I can come through and just nail the entire thing.
Do I need to push it?
No, I got it.
Isn't that something you did not want to do?
I used to be really good at this as far as walking joist, and it doesn't bother me anymore. But when we first started this, doing this walk right here would have killed me. But right now it doesn't really bother me anymore. It's what you get comfortable with. After hanging out of a man basket 16 foot off the ground, walking some joist really ain't that big a deal. You got to respect it. Definitely got to respect it. You gotta cut this one.
This one is hanging out too far.
That's gonna be all right, man.
No, I mean, look.
Yeah, but it's just.
Maybe if that's where they had that big smile.
Well, again, I can probably pull that closer, but.
Well, this is, maybe
Yeah.
we'll flip it over.
No, I think this is the best way because I can pull that down there. Just do it like this.
Don't do that, you're
But
going to
I gotta
hurt yourself.
cut it first, so don't mess with it. Help yourself. You can't help yourself, can you?
No. Just because you said it. Gizmo. And you cut him. And
Just not so that it doesn't interfere. So it's really all right, it's dead middle of the day. Beautiful day, but it's cooled off. It's in the 80s. We got this much done. Doesn't look like a lot of progress, but if you look, we've got the stringers down there. Not the stringers, but the stiffeners. And it's really not necessary for a deck with just a 7.5 foot span between the beams. But why not? And man, I mean, when you walk on this thing, it's unreal how strong this is. It's gonna be a great deck.
Gizmo.
I hate that, but we'll have one section.
Well, you got a small piece over here.
Yeah, we got it. All right, Grace. All right, this is what we got to do in the morning. So we're going to come out here and measure over one more board. And as you can see, some of the boards are longer, some of them are shorter. So we got to measure over one more board and then put the outside joist all the way down. So we got to cut off another 1.5 inches for the distance and make sure that there's pop a straight line down through here. And we'll cut these off so when we put the outside joist on, that this board will cover it up perfectly. Gizmo! What do you think about the deck, buddy? You gonna give me some sugar? Thank you, buddy. You got a little up my nose. Thank you. Did you get the pencil by chance? Here's what we want to do. This is a trick that I watched a video on YouTube. It was actually a Lowe's video showing how to build a deck. And the guy was a pro. He said, wait till you get to your last board. And then, for example, this board is roughly 5 3/4 inch. Not really 5 3/4 inch, probably 5/8. 5 5/8 for really. But you do the next one, and it's liable to be 5 3/4. There's no consistency. Like so, what I'm going to look for is I want this board, the next board, to come out, and we're going to cut these boards, take into the consideration the thickness of this, and then I want the last board to come out and just have a slight lip. That way the water will sheet off and go down.
Yep.
Sound good to you?
Sounds good. That's what I was thinking.
So, because these boards are anywhere from 5.5 to 5 3/4, so we're gonna go with a 5.5 is our cut.
Want some safety glasses?
Yes.
Do we have some over there?
No.
I thought we did.
No.
You want me to go to the building and get you some? I know we have some there.
All right, so everything's at the shop.
Where's your sunglasses?
I left them at home.
I remember seeing some at the shop in the building up there.
I'm using the squint safety procedure.
I don't mind going up there and looking for it. I thought I saw a pair laying up there.
There's none up there. Nothing that you can see through anyway.
You clean them.
Can't clean scratches. Using the tried and true squint method. I missed that one just a little bit. Looks good. Pretty good. No perfect in wood, but all right. Here it is.
You're gonna need one in the middle probably too.
We're gonna need 3. So we'll do these as little ledges so that they have somewhere to set that board. All right, so it shouldn't matter what size this is. I'll put one right here.
Hi, Bubba.
Right.
Really?
No, get it.
No,
Get.
we should squeeze it off.
Go.
He's gonna drop it.
Go. You little turd. All the places he can poop, right there is it.
Now you go.
Lift with your back, not your legs.
Wait, anyway, on the wrong side.
Yes, you are. We'll just have to set it up on the ledge and then don't drop it on the ledge, though. Okay.
I can't move.
You didn't chest play.
No, we gotta do this.
Okay, so we should just be able to rotate this up with fingers. And I got that kind of, let's turn it the other way. This side's nasty.
Doesn't really matter, does
It does really matter. I don't want nasty board. All right, I'm good on my end.
Lining it up with the top here.
Here, this one. This is what we're doing first. All right, so. Wow, that one's way. Really nothing we can do about it, I don't think, can we? Yeah, I can put a screw in it, cock it up.
These are all higher now.
I got it.
No, I mean, the first one.
I'm gonna take it up so it's gonna vibrate. This one is way heavier.
It's good for my back. Ooh, stupid rude. Almost did a doozy here. Okay, I'm gonna need you.
I can't.
I can't lift it any higher.
Okay, don't let it twist.
I'm not. Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go from the other side.
This one's No, I'm gonna say that's close enough right there. There ain't no perfect. Shooting the water out of it. Yeah, we'll come back with the those big screws, those big lags, deck screws is what they're called. And put these in. I think they're in the truck, but I didn't bring the right screw gun either. All right, so I just need you to hold this one in while I nail that. All right, we're gonna turn it. It's cupped out. There we go.
It needs to come up.
Okay. Hang on, hot rod. All right, got mine. Here's... That's good. It ain't going nowhere.
Ow! Hit those things.
Better do. Yep. Almost. Now they're overhang.
A little more, if you want to put a little more. Here.
All right, here's our, we got a, I can't remember if I started this one at the edge. No, we got it just right over the edge to the
Right
edge
here?
of the building. Edge of the building, push down just a
Right
little.
here?
Yep.
Hang on, let me have some more because it's where. There you go. Okay. All right, I'm ready. Nice.
So I don't have to cut that last one off with a sawzall, I guess. I didn't bring the magic saw. I could have used the magic saw, but I don't have it here.
Yeah, it's in there.
No, it ain't. Hey, we're done. Tanya's behind the camera there. Say hi.
Hi.
She is excited about this. I'm excited about this. We're enjoying the moment, and we want to thank Fast 2K for sponsoring this build. You know, if we had to get concrete back in here to put those posting around, it would be very difficult. Me and her were able to just bring in the bags of the Fast 2K, put all the posts in here. Let me tell you right now, this deck is solid. Everything on our farm, including the cabin, is built on Fast 2K, and we've never had a failure. So thank you, Fast 2K, for sponsoring this build. Appreciate that a lot, but something we do believe in. Future, next video, we're going to talk about some rails, but I want your input. I want your input. I'm going to clean this out right through here. I want a zip line going over to that other hill. What do you think? Tell me what you think. Listen, God bless.
I said no.
God bless. Have a great day. Don't listen to her. What do you think? Leave in the comments.
And that is some quality work right there.
Premium.
Lowe's Premium right there, baby.
Woo!
What a view. I'm standing behind the glass door. It's a little dirty, but I can be really close to the sawdust right now, so.
I promised you that I'd give you a final price, and here it is. At the end of this build, we were just over $5,300. When Tanya and my labor combined, I would say we saved somewhere on the lines of about $7,000 in labor.